chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Brigadier General Buba MARWA, retired, has said the Southwest and South-South have the highest drug abuse cases in the country. He also said there is a link between drug abuse and insurgency, banditry and kidnapping, saying these crimes would continue to thrive until drug abuse was addressed. MARWA, a former military administrator of Lagos State, said this in Ogbomoso, Oyo State on Friday during the inauguration of a rehabilitation center for drug addicts called Behavioral Action Center, built by a group known as a Ogbomoso First Initiative. The new NDLA herdsman has said the rate of drug abuse in the Southwest was 22.4%, with the South-South and Southeast following the 16.6% and 13.8% respectively, Punch reports. According to him, the Northeast, Northwest and North Central came after with 13.6%, 12 and or 10% respectively. MARWA said, "We are facing drug challenge in Nigeria, but it is a solvable challenge. To achieve this, all stakeholders must come together to solve the problem. Drug challenge does not discriminate between Christians and Muslims. No community is not affected by this debilitating issue. Banditry, insurgency, kidnapping, and other criminal activities all have their roots in the use of hard substances. Until we face the menace squarely, the problem of insecurity will continue to remain with us." He urged the traditional rulers, religious centers, and schools to rise against this drug abuse challenge, especially among the youth. Commending the Ogbomoso First Initiative for building the rehab center, MARWA said it was the first rehab center in Southwest built by individuals. He urged governors to build at least 3 rehabilitation centers in their states, saying each senatorial district ought to have one. He urged the Ogbomoso people to be the first set of people to demand drug-free certificates before giving their daughters hands in marriage or before allowing their sons to marry any lady. He said by so doing, youth would refrain from drugs because they would know that they would not be allowed to get married for drugs use. Okay. So as a result of drugs, leads to banditry, insurgency, kidnapping, this and this and this and this and that. I don't understand it. So is it because the Ogbomoso people or somebody is creating that awareness? So now automatically you just conclude that the rate of drug abuse is more rampant in Southwest. And also, do we even have data that we can even rely on in this country? Do we really have data that we can say, yes, we have a concrete, we have solid data that we can really rely on in this country? And it's telling us 16.20%. All those ones that they will write here and there, they will tell you, oh, the rate at which we have a full surplus is something very, very high. At the end of the day, in reality, that is not what it is. We don't even know how many people we have in this country. You don't even know who is this, who is who. You can't even trace anybody. That's why the banks cannot even loan anybody money. Nobody can loan, all those established entity cannot even loan you money because they don't even know your address. They don't even know. They can't even trace you. And you are telling us you have one data statistics. And how does that relate? Now, you say they have the highest in the Southwest, and you are relating it with banditry. I don't know whether you people are getting it. And in the same Gumi, they have told us that those who are the bandits are acting under the influence of alcohol. And now the people we say and you said it's even related to banditry. And now we know where banditry and insurgency is taking place. You see how these people can change narratives. And also, in my opinion, I don't even think all those data that is quoting they are even real, because when we talk of figures in this country, we don't have it. In as much a country does not even know how many people he has in this country, he doesn't know how many people, who is who, so that they will be able to, if there's any form of tracing, it's not there. And you are telling us about the statistics. How did you get your numbers? But let's hear what people are saying, because a lot of people do not even agree with what he has said. Well, Oga MARWA not as the highest kidnappings, banditry, terrorists, murderers, child abuse, tribalism, bigots, religion, slavery, illiterate, beggars, and so on. Southwest has the highest rate of drug abuse, and it is a link between insurgency, banditry, and kidnapping. Good, but is bandits and insurgency operating in Southwest? You are just looking for a way to drag Southwest into the shameful acts of northern Nigeria. You are not being fair, sir. Okay? But how come insurgency, banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism are rampant and ravaging in the north? Even he establishes the link between drugs abuse and the vices, and also maintains that drug abuse is on the highest in the southwest. Let the north continue to deceive itself. That is it. I don't even see the correlation or the relationship. Southwest insurgency, banditry, and kidnapping. I am confused. How can Southwest has the highest drug abusers and still link it to high rates of crime when those crime are not found in those regions but north? Okay. Mm. The issue now is that I doubt this. Not as a whole has the highest rate of drug abuse, banditry, kidnappings, killings, arson, Boko Haram, and so on are all influenced by abuse of drugs. None of these are in Southwest. I disagree with that statement. The highest drug abuse in Nigeria is the North. I have facts and evidences. Go and watch the BBC documentary. Northerners always cover up their region. Of course, this is just a cover up. Kano sits alone with the Southwest any drug abuse competition. Big lie from the pit of air. Drug abuse in Kano and Katsina alone is more than the entire Southwest region combined. I stay in the north too, so stop lying, please. Kano alone has more drug abusers than the entire Southwest put together. This country with foolish government, Southwest Southwest has highest rate of drugs abuse in Nigeria. MARWA says. He also said there's a link between the drug abuse and the insurgency. So what are we talking about now? So what are we saying with or what do we have to say with what a MARWA has said? Like I said, all those their data, I don't trust all those their data. It's telling us uh, what is not. Nobody's going to be agreeing to that. If people from that side will be telling us that bandits are nice people, yes, now, like somebody said, they're just looking for a way to cover up the atrocities happening there. See this man who high drug abuse in Yoruba, indeed. Oh, maybe it's referring to Agbo sellers. Come to Kano where your girls are smoking shisha as if they are eating roasted maize, not to talk about boys. See, it's mad like what I don't understand. The highest rates of drug abuse is actually in the north. It is not only the male that abuse drug, but most are female. Northerners no fit get sense until the kingdom come. Southwest has the highest rate of drugs abuse and it's linked to banditry and insurgency. What drug is responsible for this? Sunday Igboho is either Oga Southwest has the highest rate of drug abuse in Nigeria. Says Marwa, this is where they always do tribalism and internet fraud. Okay, so that's what someone is saying here. This honestly. See this one that is talking, Mohammed Madu. He say that is why they have their tribalism and internet fraud. Okay. So anybody who is even internet fraud, a fraudster self cannot even, in my opinion, because for you to even be a fraudster, you must make sure your head are intact. You can't just go and be working under the influence of alcohol and you want to be doing yahoo yahoo. In fact, you are a gunner. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning what Marwa has said. Wonder shall never end.